nothing up my sleeve.
A man with no buttocks.
Are we ready? I'm going to show you one of my favorite magic tricks in a moment. I'll do it right now. Ready?
Ready?
4 at once. Oh, ta-da! Thank you.
Gosh.
And now, my second famous trick.
Are you introducing the feature
Yes,
or are you doing your
no, I'm just going to do this to get people's attention. The disappearing leg trick. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay. Thank you so much for that.
On to the show.
On to the show.
Woo!
Thank you. My mom said the same thing. Can you get that? See? Perfect timing. Perfect. San Francisco Peace and Hope is a wonderful anthology. I've known about it since before it became a printed entity, and I met Elizabeth years back, and she was talking about this project, and I liked the idea. And then at one point, I think I innocently said, "Say, wouldn't it be great to have this in print?" And she said, "Wow, what a great idea." She probably didn't know how much work was going to be involved with that. But, I mean, the first issue that came out, it was absolutely beautiful. This issue here, it's just like, you go like this, and the pages feel good, the layout's great, the pictures are wonderful, the editing is great, the content is wonderful. You know, it's a beautiful, wonderful piece of work. It's an artistic collection of many, many fine pieces. And then how they're arranged is another thing. There's chapters and sets. It's beautiful. And it's an amazing, amazing piece of work. And I'm wanting to introduce Elizabeth Hack here. She's going to come up and then do a maybe a little bit more about the anthology, and then she will introduce the individuals who are in this particular portion of the show, the featured set. Elizabeth Hack, give her a really wonderful warm welcome here. H-A-C-K.
Like Richard Hack.
Like Elizabeth Hack.
That's
Tonight we gather, reflect, and celebrate poetry. We have experienced a whirlwind of a week. It's been incredible with the election and all that's happened. First of all, I want to express my deepest prayers to the victims of the attack on the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. Chilling and horrific, along with all the hatred and chaos thrown upon us. A poet recently told me he was at a loss as to what to write about lately. Really, it's not here, that's for sure, with all these amazing poems that everybody's reading, but it's been quite a time right now, and they also take our breath away. Not only take our breath away, but it's trying to chip away at our very life force. You know, we must hang on. It's more important than ever to keep our words alive. You know, words matter. I mean, you guys know it. If anyone knows this, it is the poet. It's a privilege to be with all of you tonight as we read and reflect the poetry. Tonight we have featured poets in the program, and I'll be introducing them shortly. And of course, Dan Brady.
Thank you.
We were here in 2012. Dan invited Sight Unseen for the first issue, the website. He invited us to read, and so we had our first reading here in 2012. And then we've had several anniversary readings since then. And I really want to thank Dan Brady, because he was instrumental. He's been so supportive of all of this. And he did say, "Why don't you put the book in print?" to me. So it happened. So tonight, what's happening is we're having featured poets from the new book, San Francisco, Peace and Hope. Light the Sky. And here it is. And I want to, again, thank Dan Brady for giving us this feature. And we've come full circle tonight.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, I really feel this because of, here we are. It feels like home again. Because 2012, I mean, it's 6 years ago. And so several years have passed. So now let's begin. The first featured poet is James Berkowitz. And he came all the way from Los Angeles.
Oh my goodness. And he's new. This is his first time here, ladies and gentlemen.
So let me tell you a bit about James Berkowitz. He's a poet, writer, and producing artistic director for the Venice Art Crawl. He has created poetry festivals on the Monterey Peninsula, including a tribute to National Poetry Month and the Plentitude of Poets. He has published books, and his poetry has appeared in many anthologies and magazines. Here we have James Berkowitz.
Show some love, Elizabeth Hack. That's the pure love right there. Please don't put the EKG on me. San Francisco, Peace and Hope, Light the Sky. I told everybody that I've come to San Francisco with a poetic torch of love and light.
Put it up here.
Yeah, I don't want to.
That's good.
I go above abstinence too much. And I need room. Oh my goodness, we got it all knotted up. Okay. Are we alive in San Francisco? Our lives are passing by here. Hello? We're together, right? All good?
Yeah.
We're ready. We're ready. The perfect dance. A celebration of souls. Welcome to the realm of love and light. Footsteps in motion, jubilant, crossing back and forth. Grace with every turn as the beat of life pulses with motherly love. The perfect dance, a celebration of souls. An embrace of grandeur painted with each breath, as precious moments light the way far beyond the human eye, where dancing tides swirl from the echoing heart, and the everlasting joy of human connection resides amidst a constellation of stars. One language called harmony transcended the borders of native-speaking tongues and carried a melodious tune around the globe. One heart pulsed harmony, carrying a beat in lifelong rhythm, transcending the drum of the soul. One language called harmony. Harmony called a language of one. A language of one. A language of the heart. The heart of a language called one. Someone said steamy windows. So here's a piece of romantic erotica. She moves me into a world of sweat, through her sun-drenched dress, a fluttering butterfly in the perfume-scented wind, blowing away the veil, revealing her heart. Conversation with the sea. Have you ever engaged in a conversation with the sea, where all thoughts transacted flowed with ease? Understanding is mutual and done in grace, as light passages illuminate through the running waves. Deep, alluring, turquoise view, reminiscing muses of a world sinew, with a spiritual elevation only the towers of love can reach, while crashing waves of delight sparkle across the silver beach. Pebbles recede in a shaken rainstick song, and seashells echo over and beyond. Love, love, love is the way, a saltwater transfusion relieving minds that hate. Listen, listen, listen to my words. I am the ocean, your friend on a constant course, sharing and giving soul-cleansing ways to a universal power above the sun-beaming rays. This next poem is the very first poem I ever read in public. It is a eulogy to my mother. It's called Circle of Love. A picture of you, a smiling face. Your dancing shadow leaves a trace. Your father's torch will keep you warm through the cold and the harm. In this circle of love where the flowers grow, in this circle of love where the heart shows, there's a poem of love that's only real, where the flowers blossom and the wounds heal. I love you. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness. For you, sir. The next two are from San Francisco Peace and Hope, courtesy of Elizabeth Hack, the visionary. This one's called The Inner Sun. I like you, but not that much. The inner sun rises from deep within the soul, bringing all that comes with the dawn. It shines brightly through the eyes while glowing around the body during its peak. At sunset, it evokes a light beam of energy that pierces through the dusk at an exponential power and shimmers with ultimate passion amidst the stars. And this is the last one. It is in this lovely book. How many people here have this in their collection? Raise your hands. If you don't, there is a table right here with Elizabeth and Philip Lewenthal. This one's called Tears for Peace, and boy, does the world need it. We need a whole lot of healing and a whole lot of love. Tears for peace run down the face of humanity. Crying wounds of hate seek impossible escape. When the light of the soul clenches the darkness of barbaric ways, tears for peace run down the face of humanity. Oh, sweet world, gift of life and mind, remove evil teachings from the eyes of humankind. Lift us from the dust of earth, return us from the heavenly skies, embrace the call to oneness in the sharing of eternal life. Tears for peace run down the face of humanity. Down the face of humanity run tears for peace. Tears for peace. Peace for tears. Tears for peace. Peace or tears. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Thank you, Elizabeth Hack. Show this woman some love. Dan Brady, our host. Thank you, Sacred Grounds. Thank you to the hardworking serviceman behind the counter. Thank you so much for opening the space and your service, sir. Love and light to all.
Most of us know of Marvin R. Heimstra,
Yes. Yeah. Marvin Heimstra.
Do we know him?
a poet, humorist, editor, and social analyst living in San Francisco. He is an honors graduate from Iowa Writers Workshop, founding editor-in-chief of the Bay Area Poets Seasonal Review, and his work is published around the world. He has received critical acclaim with his performances and his DVD French